folks at the Valley Labor Report are seeking to expand their efforts to not only cultivate a greater awareness of working class campaigns, but also encourage greater working class democratic activism, support their aspirations and labors.
tvlr.fm/expand, folks. That's where you can donate to our fundraiser. We really appreciate everyone that has supported the fundraiser so far. It means a lot, for you to place your trust in us in such a substantial way. We're coming to the end of the thing. We've got about a week and a half left, so I wanted to give you an update. We're at about almost $1,400, I believe. $1,400 of our $4,000 goal, which is really great. Almost halfway there. And that's a lot of money. And like I said, we really appreciate it. If you haven't donated yet and you can, then please do. We've also got new merch. Like I said, we've got new merch that you can buy if you want something more material for your donation. Then you can support us that way. And that's going to be at tvlr.fm/store. We have some really cool designs by art that we commissioned from Tabitha Arnold. And if you can't support us financially, again, we totally understand. There are lots of other ways that you can support. You can share the fundraiser with people that you think might be interested in it. Your friends, family, coworkers, folks who have an interest in media that doesn't hate working people and view us with contempt. We're going to talk some more about that in overtime. We've got a story for you there. But, so that's definitely something that you can do to support us, or get your local to sponsor the show, organization to sponsor the show, stuff like that. So appreciate everything that everybody does. And also wanted to remind everybody about our plans with the money, just super generally. And remind y'all that you can check out our in-depth video where we really, I think, I'm pretty proud of our level of transparency here. Every single, there's not a single organization that supports the program that you don't hear in our ad reads, right? We're not, so we're not hiding who supports us. We're proud of who supports us. In fact, we're really proud. We're really proud of it, and we don't, unlike some other organizations getting backroom deals from the Koch brothers or whatever, and not advertising it. We literally actually advertise all of our sponsors, and so we go pretty in depth into our budget and our accounting and how we spend the money that we have and how we want to spend the money that we are proposing you give us, you and other organizations that we're in talks with. So like I said, much more in depth, but generally what we want to do with this money is we want to shift several of the people in the organization from a volunteer status to a paid status, so that they can devote more time to the project and so that they can put more stuff out and do more in-depth stuff. We want to do some original reporting. Some of that is going to be done in-house, by like Adam. Some of it is going to be done as we hire freelancers. That's what some of the budget's going to go towards, is hiring freelancers to do some work for us, to do some reporting. And we are going to do a new weekly show dedicated to labor history and education. That's going to be an Adam solo project that we're really excited about. I think that'll be. I know that I'm looking forward to it. And then we also are going to be securing broader syndication of the work. The stations that we're on, most of the stations that we're on, we are like the financial management stuff before us, and the church services that sometimes you'll hear on the radio on Sunday mornings. We're paid programming, right? So we pay to be on the the radio. And so we're going to look for more stations to be on, as well as outlets to syndicate our written content through. So we will hopefully be able to, I think that it's reasonable to expect that we're going to be able to use this money, leverage the resources, and significantly increase our reach. So that's the goal, right? And
absolutely, bigger, better, more audiences, more types of content.
And to increase our output this much, like I said, we're going to shift a lot of the organization from volunteer to paid positions so that they can focus more on the project, there's definitely a lot you can say about, how neat it is to do volunteer stuff, but you're able to set aside in a much more dedicated way time if you are paid. So we are going to be we're going to be raising the people that are paid to $20 an hour. We'll be paying Adam $20 an hour to work half time. I'm going to stay on as a volunteer since I have probably the most, I think I have the most high paying job, and it's more stable and it's full time, and and also, even if I was interested in taking a paid position, I don't think I could physically do more for the show than I do now. So that's, the importance of bringing other people into the project, right? So, and bringing them in a more sustained way. And so by our calculations, that's going to require approximately $4,000 a month more than we're bringing in right now. And so we wanted to raise $4,000 in February to be able to do this in March. As a kind of like a value proposition, like here's what we're able to do, so we can show people at the end of March or through March, this is what we're doing. If you think that it's worth it, then continue on as a sustaining sponsor or as a sustaining member. Maybe increase your monthly donation, and to organizations, maybe this is something that you want to support.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited about what we have in store, and I am really humbled by the support we've received so far, and really, really appreciate it. And I did want to share, we've got, I think, our first celebrity endorsement of the campaign, our fundraiser campaign. So I'll be sending this to you, Jacob, and we'll get this out to the audience, in a graphic or email or something. But I did want to go ahead and share this from the great professor, Dr. Harvey J.K. We should cherish and support the Valley Labor Report. We know we cannot depend on corporate-owned mainstream media to speak truthfully of labor's story and to promote a greater awareness of the fact that the only force that can redeem, renew, and advance American democratic life is the labor union movement. And we know, as well, that even though working people want to organize and are organizing, we face fierce opposition by corporate bosses and conservative politicians, and less than wholehearted support from liberals and progressives. The folks at the Valley Labor Report are seeking to expand their efforts to not only cultivate a greater awareness of working class campaigns and struggles, past and present, but also encourage greater working class solidarity and democratic activism, support their aspirations and labors. So, awesome. Don't know that you'd even seen that yet, Jacob, but wanted to share that with folks. It means a lot that someone of Harvey J.K.'s caliber would offer his support.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.